What's up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing and welcome to another Call of Duty Zombies video on my channel. So today we are looking at the top 5 Easter egg storylines in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 and World at War Zombies. These are all in my opinion guys, and also I don't have the gameplay of the Easter eggs because each Easter egg would take me a few hours to do, and it just means I wouldn't be able to do this video because it would take absolutely too long. But I do have gameplay for you anyway. If you would change anything on this list, tell me your top 5 Easter egg storylines down in the comment section below, and let's get straight into number 5. So the 5th best Call of Duty Easter egg for me is the Casimir mechanism on the map Ascension. Now the absolute main reason this is the Easter egg for me is one, because this was basically the first Easter egg we have had in Call of Duty Zombies. This was actually the one that started everything else. Before this we had tiny little Easter eggs, for example the ones on Derice where we had little notes around, and the one where you could chase around Samantha. But this was actually the big main Easter egg that started all of the ones that came after this. So like I said, this is the whole first Easter egg that you could actually complete that did really have a proper storyline behind it. I don't think it was the best and the funniest Easter egg ever to do, but like I said, it was the first one. The whole idea behind it was to actually free Gersh. We got to use some awesome weapons in there. We also got to have a death machine for 90 seconds after you complete the Easter egg, so it did come with some awesome rewards as well. So coming in at number 4 we have the buried Easter egg, which is called Mind Games. Now the reason I have picked this is because one, I actually think it's a decent map. I do like this map. The Easter egg is quite hard, but it's also very interesting because this is basically the last Easter egg or the last map that we get with the old characters. And by that I mean this is the last time we ever get to see Misty and all of her crew in the game. After this we get Origins and we go back to the original characters, but this is the last time we see and we actually know what finally happens to our new characters before we go over to Origins and we switch back to our older characters just in their younger state. So I think this is an extremely interesting Easter egg, and also because with this Easter egg you can choose to do 2 different routes. You could either choose to complete the Easter egg with Maxis, or you could choose to complete the Easter egg with Richtofen, and whichever you choose to do you will get a different ending. So it will finally show you who Richtofen or Maxis really are. And also with this Easter egg you have to decipher the coding, which again I thought that was something different and awesome to do. So with the Richtofen ending, basically all you have to do is complete all of the 3 Richtofen Easter egg sides. So on all the different maps you have to complete the Easter eggs. Then the screen will shake and the players will start to hear a short confrontation between Richtofen and Maxis, so they will start to argue. Richtofen will then declare his victory over Maxis and he will cease to exist. He will then take over Samuel's body, which I thought was awesome. And as you're walking around, the person whoever's playing as Samuel, you will start to hear Richtofen in your head, and you'll hear little zombie noises. And I believe Samuel's eyes started to actually glow red or blue. I can't remember which one it was, but I believe that also happened as well. So along with the Maxis Easter egg, if you chose to do that, the screen will shake and the entire map will fade orange. You will then hear a short confrontation again between Maxis and Richtofen. After that, Maxis overthrows Richtofen and controls the Aether. He will then send Richtofen's soul into a random zombie, and all the zombies' eyes will then change to orange, and the Richtofen zombie can be identified by its blue eyes. There is no physical reward, but each time a Richtofen zombie is killed, it will drop a power-up. So I thought there were a load of different awesome things that came along with this Easter egg. And also the ghosts inside the house, they were really creepy.
My presence is a shadow, but it's for glory. This house holds no mystery. My presence is a shadow, but it's for glory.
Now in at number 3 I have picked Mob of the Dead. Now I was struggling to put this either at number 3 or number 2, but eventually I've just chose it as number 3, and the Easter egg for this was called Pop Goes the Weasel. For one, this is probably one of the easiest Easter eggs to do. You can also do it on solo, unlike the others where you really have to do it with 4 players. Also, it's just an amazing map. Everything about it looks great. It's just so eerie. It is really just one of my favourite maps, but it actually doesn't really tie in with any of the other Easter eggs. It's really just like its own map. It's got nothing to do with anything else in the game. This Easter egg in itself tells a whole different story. There have been loads of different theories on it and it can be quite hard to understand, so I'm not going to go fully into it. Although I have done a breakdown of what I think of it, I will link that video down in the description. It's got some absolutely awesome response, so I definitely recommend if you want to know more about this map, because it is such a great map if you get the story as well. I definitely recommend you check out that video. The link will be down in the description. Basically, some people say this map is set on hell. No one really knows. There are a load of different theories around there, some really good ones as well. I'll put images up on screen. The map is actually set on Alcatraz Island, if you didn't know, which is a real life prison near San Francisco, I believe. But anyway, some people say this map is actually set on hell because of some of the features it does include. One of the weapons is called the Hell's Retriever and the Hell's Redeemer. There's also a three-headed hellhound or a dog, which is called Cerberus, which is actually a real life or a mythological Greek guardian of the underworld. There's also small Easter eggs around the staircase room where if you put in the numbers 115, Brutus will come up and scream "not this time," and then the numbers will change to 666. 666, which is a reference to the devil. Also, most of the features are underground or in low areas, which again could link to hell, which is usually seen as the underground. The red eyes, also this time on this map, this is the only zombies map we've ever had with zombies having red eyes, which again could relate to the devil. And also the red eyes and the purgatory theory we've got on there. We've got the characters basically go into a afterlife mode or a purgatory mode. So basically there's a load of different ideas that this map is set on hell. I actually thought it was as well. So again, it's just an amazing map. It's quite hard to understand, but if you want to know more about it, you could definitely do some more research on it. So that is my number 3. So coming in at number 2, my second favorite Easter egg of all times, which could have actually easily been Mob of the Dead, but I have actually picked Moon. Now, the reason I've picked this is one, because we are going back to the original characters. This was the last Easter egg we ever got to complete on Call of Duty Black Ops 1, not Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and the ending for this was so amazing and left us with a massive cliffhanger as to what's going to be happening within the Black Ops 2 Zombies Easter eggs. So I won't go on as much this time, but basically the idea behind this map was you are playing as all of the original characters, which was amazing. I know everybody loved them. This map is really different from any other because one, you start off on Earth on Area 51, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember, it was quite a while ago, but then you go over to the moon, and it was really different because this time we actually have very little gravity, so it's basically just like being on the actual moon. And the idea was for Richtofen to get into the MPD pyramid and swap his body with Samantha so he can then control the zombies. And at the end of completing the moon Easter egg, we get something amazing, which you actually see the zombies' eyes change colour, and we then send 3 rockets to actually blow up the Earth, which was Richtofen's whole plan all along, but the other characters didn't know about it. And that is basically where the Easter egg ends. We blow up the Earth, we see the Earth destroyed whilst we're on the moon, and we then start wondering what is going to happen in the next map pack. Are these characters going to take revenge on Richtofen? Are they going back to Earth? Are they now going to be stuck on the moon? We really don't know, and it doesn't help with the fact that we start off as some totally different characters with Black Ops 2, and still to this very day we don't really know what's happened to these characters that are still on the moon. Whether they are still on the moon, whether they're not, we don't really know. And also this map and this Easter egg relates to Nuketown Zombies, which is a map we got at the start of Black Ops 2. It was actually an exclusive DLC map. This Nuketown Zombies map was actually taking place at the exact same time that this Easter egg on Moon was taking place. We hear little notes around that map from the exact same quotes that Richtofen is saying. The zombies' eyes will start changing colour halfway through of Nuketown Zombies, which is the exact same time when Richtofen actually gets into the MPD pyramid on the moon. And again, it's just an absolutely amazing Easter egg. This for me could have easily been number 3, Mob of the Dead could have been number 2, but I've just decided to put this here because it is part of the main storyline. So coming in at number 1, my all-time favourite Zombies Easter egg is Origins. Now, some of you may be thinking, why is this at my number 1? And I was originally thinking the same thing. I was thinking, should this really be at number 1? I did spend quite a long time, trying to decide what number 1 should be. But in the end, I would put this here because, one, this really tells us or sums up everything about Call of Duty Zombies. This lets us know what really happened at the start of Zombies. It leaves us with a massive cliffhanger right at the end. This map this map just offers us so much in terms of absolutely everything: characters, equipment, brand new things they bring into this game, the Easter egg. It just offers so much, this whole map does. So this is the final ever zombies map we've got. This is our latest zombie map. We haven't really got anything else after this, but it just lets us know and leaves us with a massive cliffhanger as to what we possibly could be getting next. This map goes back to the very start of zombies. We don't carry on from where we left on before. We go back to the very start of zombies with our original crew, but in their younger state, and we finally get to see how this whole thing started. We start off, we get a cutscene of how all of these characters first met. They were all fighting in the war, they all finally came together. We have to also build all 4 of the elemental staffs, which is a wonder weapon we can actually all get, which again was something really great. We've got the 3 giant metal robots that we've got from Derice. These all again link up. I've done videos on all of this in the past. So again, all of these characters basically need to team up. We finally get to go to Argartha, or the crazy place, and do a load of different things there. I believe the idea behind this was to free Samantha or do something with Samantha. I can't completely remember, it was a long time ago, but there was just so much behind this Easter egg. And finally, once we completed this Easter egg, we got a cutscene and the game just ended. We got this cutscene, I will show it you now, and I am going to end this video. So I'll show you the cutscene, guys, but hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Tell me what your top 5 would be down in the comments section below. Would this be your number 1? Would Ascension be your number 5? Let me know your top 5 down in the comments section below, and also let me know what I should do for my next top 5 zombies video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will leave you with this cutscene. Drop me a like rating, that'd be absolutely amazing. If we could get over 300 like ratings in 2 days, I don't know, that'd be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. Thank you for watching, enjoy the cutscene, and until next time, here's another cliffhanger. What will be happening in the next zombies map? Where will we start off? Let me know. I'll do some more videos. Peace out.
They knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
Getting everything wrong. I told you before, their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.